Hello, welcome to my February 2013 video game pickups video. I've left this one a little bit late, but mainly because I've been busy with work and stuff. But hey, better late than never, I guess. And I'm going to start with the one 3DS game I bought for February, and that's Virtue's Last Reward. And it's pretty good, pretty good. I've only played a little bit of it, but it's certainly interesting. I know it's a sort of sequel to 9 Hours, 9 Persons, 9 Doors for the DS. And I know that if you don't play for that one first, this one gets a little bit confusing. So rather than press on with this one, I'm probably going to try and pick up 909 at some point, just so I can sort of get more clarification with this game. But yeah, from what I played, it's pretty decent. It's like a point and click adventure game with survival horror undertones, I guess. And yeah, it's pretty good. I recommend it. Next up, we've got the PS3 games I bought for February. We're going to start off with Killzone III. And this is the limited edition case. I'm just going to open it up. There you are. The disc is in the big DVD wallets case that some of you may have seen from my PS3 collection. But Killzone 3, I actually rented this first, and I really enjoyed it for what I played. I definitely enjoy it a lot more than the first two Killzone games. So I decided to go out and buy it instead, and I managed to find this in HMV for I think around like £8 in their pre-owned section. So yeah, I was pretty happy with that. Next up, we have one of the games that I bought on the 360 originally, and I've decided to pick it up again, and that's Saints Row 2, which to me was the game that GTA 4 should have been in terms of like entertainment value, because I thought GTA 4 was a little bit too serious, and this one was sort of a lot more my style, sort of over the top, wacky story. And yeah, I thoroughly enjoy this game. I kind of prefer Saints Row the Third a little bit more, because mainly because of like the look of the game, the customization, and things like that. And there's sort of less glitches as well. But I guess the glitches kind of made this game even more entertaining than it actually was. So but yeah, really good. Next up, we have another 360 game I bought that I decided to buy back on PS3, and that's Mirror's Edge, which is a sort of first-person parkour game, I guess. It's kind of unique for what it is. You can pick up the occasional weapon, but it's mostly about doing parkour, trying to wall run across buildings and stuff like that. Just doing whatever it takes to survive from the enemies like trying to stop you. And the game's a little bit short, and there's certain sections which will annoy you. Like there'll be too many enemies shooting at you at the same time, and there's nothing you can really do, which kind of sucks. But other than that, it's something of a hidden gem, and if you haven't played this before, I definitely recommend at least giving it a chance. Next up, we have Just Cause 2, another entertaining game. It's kind of over the top open world action game, and you sort of pretty much do anything you want really. Just sort of use like your grappling hook to sort of fly around and stuff. But I played a little bit of it. The story's not the reason to play this game, but the over the top action certainly is. And yeah, recommend it. Next up, we have one solitary GameCube game, but it is a very good one, and that is Luigi's Mansion, which I had to pay a lot to get, but oh well, it's worth it in the end. And you know, I checked it, and the disc seems in good condition. I thought I'd rather pick up a physical copy that I can actually see rather than take my chances on a getting one online, and you know it's not like complete or whatever. But yeah, it's really good. It's kind of a sort of survival horror-esque, like in a kiddie fashion, much in the same way as Gregory Horror Show on the PS2. But yeah, really good, and you can sort of have the ability to suck up ghosts, like Ghostbusters, which is really cool. And yeah, it's a really good game. Another short one, but it's definitely a great time while it lasts. Next up, we have a solitary Wii game, and that's Super Mario Galaxy 2. I played the first Galaxy, loved it. Haven't had a chance to play this one. It's kind of more the same from what I can see, only with like a few small additions like Yoshi in this one. But it was only 14 quid, so I don't expect to find it for any cheaper anytime soon. So yeah, I thought why not pick it up. Next up, we have some PS2 games. I'm going to start off with Resident Evil Outbreak, and this is survival horror in like the traditional Resident Evil game design. The main factor in this one is you can play as like 8 different characters, and they both have different unique abilities and stuff. It's a pretty tough game, but it's pretty good for what it is. I feel this game is kind of ahead of its time because with the technology and the hardware we have for gaming today, I think a game like this where you could play like with up to 8 players, like online co-op, you know, that would be pretty amazing. I feel like the idea was certainly there, but the technology at the time wasn't, which is kind of a shame because I'd love to see something like this tried out now on today's consoles, or even like next gen, which would be quite something to see. But yeah, it's pretty decent. Next up, we have the Simpsons Hit and Run, which I haven't had a chance to play, but I hear it's it's not bad. It's sort of like a GTA rip-off, but in like the Simpsons universe. But yeah, I thought that was pretty interesting. You know, I got it for quite cheap, so yeah. And finally, we've got something of a guilty pleasure. I know, like, people are going to sort of judge me on this right away. This is Leisure Suit Larry Magna Cum Laude Uncut. And yeah, it's like the old Soul sort of adventure games. It's a little bit over the top and the sort of sexual innuendo and stuff. But yeah, it's definitely not for kids, this one. But it's probably one of the best. Like it's one of the best bad games I've played in my time gaming. It's up there with games like Deadly Premonition. You know, all like the mechanics of the game are wrong, but yet somehow it works. It's kind of similar with this game as well. So, but yeah, it's not bad. Finally, we got the 360 games, and starting off with the Darkness, which is one of the first games I bought originally for the 360 back in 2007. And yeah, I really enjoyed it. I thought the story pretty much got me through the game, because the gameplay is not the best. Graphically, it's pretty decent, like the lighting and the sort of realistic graphics and stuff. And but yeah, the story is the main factor with this one, certainly. It will sort of pull at the heartstrings in certain places, I assure you. And yeah, really good. And also I got its sequel, The Darkness 2, which is pretty different to the first Darkness. One of which is that it's cel shaded, and it's almost like you're playing in a live action sort of graphic novel almost with the new look to it. And the gameplay is definitely improved as well. You sort of dual wield, and the executions, which are really cool. I don't think the story is as good as the first one, but it's still decent. The only other problem is it's fairly short as well. But there are two different endings that you can pursue, and it sort of makes it worth like playing through again, you know, just to see what happens. And finally, we've got Dead Space 3, which I played in co-op, online co-op, and yeah, it's really good. It's not. Is it a great sort of? I sort of treat this like the new Resident Evils. Is it a great survival horror game? No. Is it a great game? Yes. You know, because people sort of slate Resi 4, 5, and 6 because like they're not the traditional Resident Evils, but that doesn't mean they're not good games. And it's sort of the same with this one. It's not as sort of scary as the first two, but I mean, I wasn't that scared, but the game for what it was pretty entertaining. So yeah, I definitely recommend it. It's definitely you would definitely play this game more than once, you know, and sort of experiment with the new weapon modding and things like that, which is pretty good. So yeah, Dead Space 3, pretty good. Okay, and that's it for the February 2013 pickups. I hope you enjoyed it. Sorry for the lateness again. But yeah, I'll see you very soon for the March 2013 pickups. Stay tuned.